The man simply took a can of Coke from the refrigerator. When he turned around, a strange woman suddenly appeared in his home. The Coke in his hand was instantly crushed. Both of them were so frightened that they screamed repeatedly. Carl was puzzled and couldn't understand how the woman had appeared out of thin air. However, to his surprise, the woman spoke first. Ella mistook Carl for a burglar. She warned him that she had always been a resident here. Carl responded decisively that he was not a vagrant, and certainly not a thief. He had just paid the rent yesterday. If Ella was also a tenant of this house, then it must have been the real estate agent who had secretly rented the house to both of them. Ella firmly stated that this was impossible, because all the furniture in the house had been purchased by her alone, while Carl, who was confused, asked when she had moved in. But as soon as he entered the kitchen, he was startled to find that Ella had vanished into thin air. Looking at the empty hallway, Carl felt a surge of fear. To prevent another stranger from appearing in his home, Carl immediately installed a security lock. He then told his friend about the strange encounter that night. As a psychiatrist, his friend immediately took careful notes of Carl's account. His friend felt that Ella was a desire deep within Carl's heart. It turned out that 2 years ago, Carl's wife had passed away due to illness. Since then, Carl had deeply buried his longing for love, shutting himself off from others. He had not communicated with anyone else. Even the beautiful, wealthy woman his friend had introduced him to failed to arouse any interest in him. His friend tried to persuade Carl to embrace life and start anew. But Carl could not forget his beloved wife. Those once beautiful memories were like shackles. Carl was about to rest when something strange happened again. Ella suddenly appeared before him. Ella looked furious and demanded to know why Carl was still in her house. She then reached for the phone to call the police, intending to have Carl arrested on the spot. But when Ella reached for the phone, her hand mysteriously passed right through it. Carl's eyes widened, unable to believe what he was seeing. Ella was also startled by this sudden turn of events, her face pale with shock. Before Carl could react, Ella vanished again before his eyes, leaving him sitting dumbfounded on the bed, filled with confusion and tension.